Hello again. We are a quarter of the way through the 21st century now, and I think it's fair to say that most of us in the modern world realise that giving people responsible jobs simply because their skin is the right colour is a very bad idea. One would hope that even the most left-wing and progressive folk would have cottoned on to this, but alas, it is not the case. Keir Starmer decided when he became Prime Minister that he wanted to make sure he had plenty of women and a few black and Asian people too in prominent positions in his cabinet. Muslims are good too. So he decided to see if he could get a few of those in as well. The optics would be great. In other words, rather than looking at the people he was considering, he looked instead at their skin colour and asked himself whether or not they possessed penises and went to mosques or churches. This is a terrible way to choose a team of people whose job it will be to run the country. These three desires, to have women, blacks and Asians, and Muslims on prominent display, led of course to the appointment of Chulip Sadi as Economic Secretary to the Treasury and City Minister, with special responsibility for fighting corruption. It was obvious from the start that she was a dodgy character. In 2017, she had sworn up hill and down dale that she was purely British and not at all Bangladeshi. An investigation by the Times, though, discovered that she not only had always held a Bangladeshi passport, but she actually had a Bangladeshi ID card, which gave her the right to vote in Bangladesh. She was heavily mixed up with the Awami League there, and of course her aunt was a crooked prime minister in Bangladesh. Chulip Sadi and her family live in a house owned by the Awami League. It was not hard to see that she was not really the person to fight corruption. Not only was she forced to resign a few months later after being appointed, she was subsequently convicted in her absence of corruption in Bangladesh and given a prison sentence. Now, the Bangladeshi government have asked Interpol to help them get her back to their country to serve her prison sentence. Why would anybody give a woman like that a job in government unless it was because of her sex, religion, and skin colour? Don't even get me started about Shabana Mahmood and David Lammy.